THV writes, "So annoying" on Instagram story, "What's happening with Taehyung?" Hello ARMY, welcome back to BTS fans channel. Two words that echo across the fandom. There are moments in the entertainment world when the loudest statements are not made with grand speeches, breaking news headlines, or elaborate press releases. Sometimes it only takes a handful of letters, two simple words, to make millions of hearts stop, wonder, and question what just happened. And that's exactly what occurred when Kim Taehyung, better known as V of BTS, updated his Instagram story. There on a plain background, with no decorative filters, no playful stickers, no carefully staged selfie, just text, he wrote. "So annoying." 2 words. 8 letters. And yet, for millions of fans worldwide, it was as if the entire internet had been set ablaze. The calm before the storm. Earlier that day, everything in the fandom seemed perfectly normal. Fan accounts were busy reposting old clips from BTS concerts, heartwarming interactions between Taehyung and the members, and snippets of his solo work. There were discussions about his past interviews, theories about his future projects, and nostalgia-filled edits circulating on TikTok and Twitter. The mood was light. It was, in every sense, just another peaceful day in the ARMY community. But then, those who had notifications turned on for at THV got the alert, new story posted. When they clicked, there was no smiling face greeting them, no photo of a scenic view, no cryptic drawing or song lyric. Instead, it was just those 2 words in black text on a neutral background. Simple. Stark. Direct. And that simplicity made it deafening. The shockwave across social media. Within minutes, screenshots of the story began flooding Twitter, Instagram fan accounts, and group chats. On Discord servers, ARMY began dissecting the possible meanings. WhatsApp groups buzzed with messages. What happened? Is he okay? Do you think this is about the media? Hashtags like #Taehyung, #THV, and #So annoying began trending in multiple countries. The sheer speed at which fans reacted showed just how deeply connected they felt to Taehyung, not just to his music, but to his moods, his energy, his unspoken feelings. Theories begin to take shape. As always in moments like these, the fandom split into different camps of thought. 1. The behind-the-scenes frustration theory. Some fans speculated that this was about work. Perhaps there had been a sudden change in his schedule, maybe a shoot was postponed, a meeting delayed, or a creative idea met with resistance. Given Taehyung's deep artistic vision, any disruption to his plans could easily spark frustration. 2. The media or rumor response theory. Others connected it to recent tabloid gossip. Some Korean outlets had been pushing stories about Taehyung's personal life in the weeks prior, and ARMY knew he had little patience for false narratives. This short, sharp post could have been his way of shutting down the noise without directly engaging. 3. The everyday life theory. And then, there were those who thought, maybe this was just about something trivial. A slow internet connection. A late delivery. A frustrating phone call. Sometimes, after all, so annoying is simply so annoying. Looking back at similar moments, this wasn't the first time Taehyung had posted something that left fans guessing. Years ago, he had left a short, vague comment on Weverse that later turned out to be his subtle way of addressing malicious rumors. On other occasions, he'd posted cryptic photos or short phrases that carried layers of meaning, some humorous, some deeply personal. What's clear from these patterns is that Taehyung communicates in bursts of honesty. He doesn't post for the sake of posting. When he shares something, it's because it matters to him in that moment. The human side of a global icon. It's easy to forget that behind the fame, behind the flawless performances, behind the carefully managed public image, idols are human beings. Taehyung's "So annoying" post served as a stark reminder of that truth. Fans are used to seeing him with his dazzling smile, his playful charm, and his warm interactions. But the reality is, he feels irritation, disappointment, and frustration just like anyone else. The difference is, when he expresses it, millions of people see it instantly. For some ARMY, this moment made them feel even closer to him. They saw vulnerability. They saw authenticity. They saw a man unafraid to be human. The public and media response. Almost immediately, entertainment news outlets began publishing articles about the mysterious story. Some headlines were careful, simply reporting the facts. Others leaned into speculation, trying to link the post to unverified rumors or controversies. Meanwhile, ARMY took a very different approach. Fanbases began posting threads filled with positivity, photos of Taehyung laughing, videos of him sharing heartfelt moments with fans, messages reminding him that he is loved and supported no matter what. Some fans even shared their own stories of everyday frustrations, almost as if to say, "We get it. We've been there too." The silence that speaks volumes. At the time of this video, Taehyung has not followed up with any explanation. Maybe he won't. Maybe it was a fleeting emotion that passed as quickly as it came. Or maybe, it was a small window into something much larger happening behind the scenes. Whatever the case, ARMY's role remains the same. Support him. Trust him. And respect the fact that not every post is meant to be decoded or dissected. In the hyperconnected world we live in, where every photo, emoji, or short caption is immediately placed under the microscope of public speculation, it's easy to forget that some moments are simply personal. Not every sentence is a puzzle waiting to be solved, and not every silence is a secret hiding in the shadows. Sometimes, what's shared is nothing more than a fleeting thought, a small window into an emotion that doesn't require explanation. Because sometimes, two simple words can hold the weight of an entire story, a story not written for the world to analyze, but for the heart of the person who wrote it. It might be joy, sadness, nostalgia, or even gratitude. And in that instant, those words belong solely to them, untouched by the noise of speculation. For ARMY, understanding this is part of the unspoken promise they share with him. They don't need to know every detail to stand beside him. They don't need to demand answers to feel connected. Sometimes, the truest form of love is allowing someone to keep a piece of themselves, even when the rest of the world is watching. And so, while the internet may rush to interpret, debate, or create theories, the ones who truly understand will simply pause, take a breath, and let the words rest in the space they were meant to occupy. A private space. A quiet space. A space where meaning doesn't need to be explained, because it's already understood, silently, deeply, and without question.